Good morning. Yesterday was pretty intense. Outside of the video, we talked about market crashing and all that stuff. That's all fun and games. However, let's dial it back in. Let's have some coffee and talk about some personal things like the fact that my son yesterday, who is 5, got not just 1 but 2 molars pulled from his teeth, pulled from his mouth. That's right, like they pulled the teeth from his mouth. He's 5 years old. Basically, Brittany and I did a poor job of making sure he didn't get cavities, and then you take him to the dentist, and if you know my son, he's a little bit of a hoss. He's bigger, stockier, and he didn't respond to the local anesthesia that you go to get your fillings, you're awake. So he started wiggling. They poked the filling with the drill thing, and it made it all worse. And after trying, they basically told us you got to go get pediatric anesthesia. You got to put him under to get all this dental work done. And oh, by the way, you got to get those teeth pulled because now the root's exposed, and if you don't get the root taken care of, his other teeth won't ever come in. Or something, whatever they're going to tell us, to get the extraction done. That's my story about my 5-year-old son and local anesthesia. If you're a parent and you've had, complications with children medically, and you know what it's like to just kind of put your trust in the doctors and see your child go under full anesthesia it's gets you right in the feels, man. I'm telling you, I'm on your side. That's a hard thing to cope with. But yesterday taught me one thing. After the morning video that we're doing here yesterday, that all that happened, life happened, right? And it reminded me why we're doing any of this. There is 100 million people out there. Okay, not 100 million. There's probably like 10,000 people out there that are doing this sales, pushy, grind, hustle. You got to go. You got the Gary V's and you got the Grant Cardones, and you've just got your basic motivational speakers that are just like, go do everything. And I'm just not that guy, okay? I want you to succeed. I want to show you what I'm doing to succeed. But for me, there's 2 reasons why I do these videos and why we have coffee every morning. Number 1, Pics or it didn't happen. You know what I'm talking about. Video or it didn't happen, Oh yeah, I did went skydiving for the first time in my life. Yeah, right, I know you didn't do that. Pics or it didn't happen, video didn't happen. It's just a thing, that's what we're doing, and it's nothing new. Like, this is not an original meme, original concept or idea. We've been doing this for eons. My parents had coffee table books, with full of photos and photo albums and VHS tapes and stuff of all the crazy stuff that we did as a family. And I'm sure every generation before us had the same thing. You just want to document it so that you can show everybody the cool stuff that you did. And that's basically what we're doing here. I don't want to look back on my life. I don't want my kids to look back on my life. I don't want the world and society to look back on my life and not have any kind of proof of what I've accomplished. I mean, is that so vain of anybody to want that? Isn't that why social media is such a big thing right now? Isn't that why we post pictures of our food and our kids' first steps and everything for the rest of the world to see? That's exactly why we do it. And this is just my version of that. I just want to share it with anybody who wants to watch my life unfold. Which leads me into number 2, legacy. I am a Enneagram number 7. If you know anything about the Enneagram, that's me. I am never fully satisfied with the status quo. I am always looking to better myself, better the world, better an experience, better a brand. I want it to be more. I want it to be bigger. I want it to be a full experience, immersive, complete thing. And even then, I'm not completely satisfied with it. I just want it to be one level above everything and everybody else. That's just how I operate. That's my brain. That's since I was a child. That's just how I go about my daily business. I always want it to be better. I always want it to be bigger. I always want it to be the best experience possible. And if it's below that, it's not that I don't enjoy it. It's not that I'm not happy with it. I'm just constantly thinking about how it can be improved.
Look at this. Come here.
This is my number 2. Right? Say hi, everybody. This is Kalea Webster. Say hi.
Hi.
So we're talking about legacy, and to caveat all this, to wrap it all up, it's very simple. This one and the other one that got their tooth extracted yesterday, that's my number 2. It's all about legacy for me. I always want the bigger and better experience, but I can tell you with this one and with the other one, just I don't ever need that. I don't ever require that. There's something about kids. There's something about this little munchkin right here that the experience is, it's always catching me off guard. It's always bigger and better than what I expect it to be. And this has become my why. This is why I'm doing everything. This is why we're doing coffee in the morning. It's just,
Tea.
it's all about the legacy. You got to build the long game of business. But if you're not building the long game in life, you're losing big time.